So girls that are watching later, they can jump on. It will be saved and they can watch later. So y'all, we got a lot going on. It's a great week this week. Lots of exciting things happening. And I just want to ask if anyone has anything they want to share before I get started. Antoinette, is there anything that you would like to share before I get started? You can let me know. All right, girl. Well, I am so glad that you are on. Oh, you've unmuted. Would you like to say something?
Oh, no, I didn't. I'm like, no, I'm good. But
It's all
hello.
right. Well, thank you. Thank you for being on. So I do want to extend an invitation, y'all, on Mondays before our meeting at 6 o'clock. Because see, our meeting used to be at 6 and we changed it to 6:30 because from 6 to 6:30, we're doing a Bible study. And this one we're doing now is called Andy Stanley's Visioneering. And we're about almost through with this one. We'll be on chapter 12 next week. But y'all, it is so good. You know, anything that you can feed into your mind is great because what you feed into your mind comes out, right? But I just wanted to share with y'all. Here comes Kathy. Kathy, thank you for being on the Bible study. I was just sharing with Antoinette about our visioneering book. And, you know, even if you don't have the book, you're going to get something out of it. It was really great. And I just thank Cleta for leading it. To this week was on how you take criticism and don't worry about it. Just take it back to
Right.
God and let Him handle it. You know, so
That's
I was
right.
like, that is the easiest solution, you know, instead
Uh-huh.
of, as Donna said, getting your panties all in a wad. What's that going to do?
No, she was cute.
She is a doll. Yes, yes. So thank you for being on. But I'm just going to go ahead and do some welcomes. We have a new consultant. I believe she's from Vicksburg. I'm not 100% sure. I need to look that up before I welcome her. But she is a new team member of Dee Dee Evans. And Dee Dee is Jody's sister, Jody Adcock. And Jody lives, one of them lives in Tupelo and one of them lives in Saltillo. So sort of kind of up there where you are, Kathy. But we're
Yeah,
excited that Dee Dee has a new team member. So I know that you're working on some team members as well this week, Kathy. And I just want to congratulate you for your party you had. That was awesome. And she's already gotten a reorder. And I know that this week's going to be great for you as well. So congratulations on that. Are you having a good time,
me.
Kathy? Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Good. Good, good. I know
I
you're
am.
you're excited. Good. Well,
Yeah,
we're excited for you. So, and I know you got some people to follow up with, and this is
I
gonna be a
do.
great
Some more orders came in,
week.
so
Great.
following up with people. Got my order in today to ship out.
Oh, good. Good for
Yeah,
you. Yeah. So y'all, thank you for saying that, Kathy, because this week and the first 2 days of next week is going to be really, really busy for the company. Like September is a huge month anyway, being that the quarter just ended on the 15th, a new quarter started, new products came out, and everybody's wanting them. And so it's a big fat week this week. If y'all want me to, Kathy, you may already have this. Antoinette, if you don't have this, I can text you the new lookbook. I know it's just, you know, they can get it in the mail and we can mail them to them and all that. But people want it on their phone and it's so easy for them. You just click it, copy, paste, and I mean, copy it and then paste it to them. So I can send that to you, Antoinette, if you want to get that
I've
out to your.
sent out. I've sent out some. I guess the fall book is the one that
Okay.
you had.
Yeah.
I sent some to them, and they looked at it, and then one lady was wanting to look at the book, and another lady was looking at it, and she said, "I gotta go," and she just took the book with her. I
Well,
said,
say there is more where that came from.
"Yep." I said, "Go right ahead." Now I gotta get.
That's too funny. We like for them to fight over the lookbook. Dianetta had a $176 week last week for reorders. And y'all, this right here, she had a personal website order. Okay. She had a preferred customer order. Okay. Then she had a reorder. So when you get things like that going, when Mary Kay said there were streams of income, it really is because, we could do a party, we can do a virtual party, we can do a facial, we can do a virtual facial. You have your personal website that people can order on. You got your preferred customer program that you can be in contact with people and set up, which Kathy did go ahead and set up her private Facebook group for her customers, Kathy's Cuties. Isn't that the name of it?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so.
Yeah, it is. And so when you have that personal Facebook page for your customers, you can post whatever you want to in it. You can post a sale, you can post a promotion, you can do anything. And then, of course, you have your reorders. You have those loyal, when you get customers on the skincare, they will be repeat customers. Y'all, we may have new Glamour come out. We do 4 times a year. I think I've almost used this whole tube. If y'all don't have this, you got to get it. It's that lip balm. Anyways, people will buy that 4 times a year, but their skincare, it's every other month or every 3 months they're going to run out. So I highly recommend building those customers to skincare customers. Okay, so y'all share with me in these next 8 days, after today it'll be 7, is there anything that you can see for your business that you would like help with, or ideas that you're running with, or is there anything that you can think of? Like, what is your main focus right now from now until the end of September?
Selling.
Okay, that's a great answer. Just decide how much you want to sell, Kathy. And
Oh,
Mary Kay always said, let's say it's $500. Well, you want to sell that and you want to profit 250, then we can talk about how you're going to get to selling the 500 and back it down. And she always said you can eat an elephant one bite at a time, and that's what she meant was you put that big old picture out there of what you want to accomplish, and then we break it down into bite-sized pieces that's accomplishable. So sometimes you look out there and go, yeah, I'd like to have $1,000 a month. I'd like to profit $1,000. Then we got to take it and back it down to what it would take to profit that. And y'all, I promise y'all this, you will be so surprised at all the avenues of the way we have and we use as platforms. It's so accomplishable. You can hold a 30-minute skincare party. Kathy did on a virtual Zoom, and it was a little over $200, I believe, or something. Yeah. And she didn't leave Louisville, and I didn't leave Glen Allen, and Chris didn't leave Ackerman. We all were on Zoom together, and Kathy had great guests on. So anyway, this has been a revolutionary for us to be able to do this virtually. We have consultants and directors. They do FaceTime with one person. You just go to FaceTime and they get on there together and you share about the product. I mean, y'all, there are women that are sharing every single week on the same night. They call it 5 and 5. Like they'll share 5 quick minutes about 5 products and be done. And y'all, women are busy. I do love in-person parties. I'm not going to say I don't. I do. I love the connection with people, but I understand people are busy. So I'm flexible with my schedule as they are with theirs, and everybody's got 10 or 15 minutes. So one of the things too this week I want to just kind of remind y'all of is how important you are to other people. You really are important to other people. One of our national sales directors did a Zoom, I think it was last week, and she said in her very first 2 weeks of Mary Kay, the company asked us to hold 5 parties. We book 8 to hold 5. The reason we book 8 is because we know people's plans change. So you're pretty much guaranteed that you're going to hold 5. She said her 3rd party, she was so upset. She was getting ready to pack up and leave, and she had sold $9. This is when the lipstick was $9. Now it's 20, so that's been a while back. And she got sat down with the hostess, and the hostess looked at her and she said, I am so sorry that your party wasn't as great as you thought it might have been. She said, but I'm going to tell you something. She said, I hadn't felt this good by anybody in the last 3 years since my husband passed away. And so it's the way you make people feel is, and that is what Mary Kay started this company for, is what are you doing to make people feel good about themselves? So you are important to people. Y'all, we do sell cosmetics, we do sell skincare, but it ain't about that. It's about how you make other people feel and what you can give to them through just positivity and inspiration. But I just thought that was just so awesome when Kim shared that, because it is about the other people. But all right, we're in the last final stretch to finish Cadillac this month. Y'all, it is not, yeah, it is about the car, but it's not about the car. It's about your excellence in what you do, who you're going to meet, who God has lined up for you to meet, who you're going to talk to, who you're going to be in the presence of, and that consistency that you keep going and going and going, just like we're talking about in the Bible study, is you don't give up on things. You don't give up on who can you inspire, who is the next person that you want to facial. And so right now, our focus is activity. It's like who, like you said, Kathy, who am I going to sell to? What are my sales going to be this week? And what reorders might somebody want? You may have a customer, both of y'all, and anybody watching later, you may have a customer that used Mary Kay years ago and she lost her consultant and she just now found out you're a Mary Kay consultant. That happens. I'm telling
That's
you.
already happened. Yeah.
Has it? Well,
Yeah.
good. Good for you.
They said, I used to know like somebody's mom. Oh, it was, anyway, one of my friends, her and her mama's friends and everything used it, but they didn't know where to find one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of glad they didn't know where to find
That's hilarious. Well, I'll tell y'all,
one. That was
y'all know Mary Kay's been around 62 years. I've been in Mary Kay 34 years. I
wow.
have people, just local people. Oh, I didn't know Mary Kay was around. I'm like, are you serious? That means we are not telling people. Like, just because you walk around and you know you sell Mary Kay, that don't mean they know it, you know? So we really do have to say to people, have you ever heard of Mary Kay? Do you have a Mary Kay consultant? I would love to be your Mary Kay consultant. That's all you have to say. They ain't gonna say nothing ugly to you. They may say, no, I'm not interested. That's okay. But at least somebody will know. But I am in total shock that a company that we all know is worldwide, Lordy, we're in 38 countries.
Wow.
And people in Glen Allen and Greenville, Mississippi are like, I didn't even know Mary Kay was still around. I'm
Or
like,
Louisville. Yeah.
my word, people, we got to start talking, is all I got to say. So, y'all, this is what we could do this week: phone calls, text messages, seeing who would like to do a virtual, who would like to do it in person, reorders, talk to people about the business opportunity. And, I think sometimes we make things complicated, and I'm talking to myself too. People want simplicity, they really do. They don't have to know about every ingredient. If they ask, we can look it up for them, but they just want some good products, something that's going to clean their face, add moisture to it. And if they have any extra concerns, and the same way about the business, we don't have to go into every detail about Mary Kay. They just need to know we buy for $1 and sell for $2, and that our products are made in the United States. They're great quality products. They have a guarantee, and we sell something people use every single day, so it's not hard. I think we make it a little bit complicated, but you can sign up. Your people can sign up for as little as $35. And then if they decide they want the starter kit, the big kit, it's 90. They can add that to it. So that to me is great. Now they have 15 days. So let's say you have somebody join today and she just got the e-start and she thought, in 2 or 3 days, my gosh, I wish I'd have gotten the big kit. They can still get the big kit. Okay. So they have a 15-day grace period on that. But sometimes we look at the big picture, but it's the small steps that take you to the victory. You can't just get way up there. It's like the ladder, you got to crawl up the little ladder to get to the big victory. But together, people do big things. And that's what our unit's made up of. We have 134 unit members in our unit. That's awesome. I believe, well, we have Antoinette is from Texas and we're from Mississippi. We also have girls in Alabama, Georgia, Florida. You know what? We may ought to break the states. That means we all need somebody in one of the states in the United States since we don't have any territories. So that's a good thing because I know, Kathy, did you go trail riding or you did something this past? You may have people that aren't from Mississippi, or you may be in groups or let's just say this, those ladies that you were trail riding with, they probably have a family member that lives in another state. So y'all we got to quit thinking in the box. Let's think outside of who do your customers know or who do your friends know and extend that because we can definitely, with the way things are with us building, virtually, we can do that. And
That's where I got 2 orders from this weekend.
well, great. Good deal. So, your next step, what do you think your next step with them will be? They just reordered something or?
Some of them are gonna order some more because they just ordered a few things this time.
Okay.
And they were gonna order some more. And
Okay.
also, I have a friend that has a shop here in town and she sells Avon. And she said, she said, a few people will come in there, and they'll buy their Avon. But she said, then there's several people that come in there and say, oh, is that Mary Kay? And she said, no, that's Avon. She said, well, I don't know anybody that sells it. So she told me that I could, put some catalogs out there with my card and stuff.
You definitely can. You sure can. And y'all don't look at my shorts I have on. These virtual meetings you can wear. You look cute from the top up. I want to show y'all this real quick. Do in a place like that. It's called a lead jar. And I haven't fixed it. This came from Dollar Tree. It was $3. You probably have a glass container. I can text y'all this. These say enter to win a free microderm facial.
I can't see it.
Hang on. Let me cut this light off. There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Why can't I get it? I want you to be able to see
When you
it. There
do,
it is.
oh, there it is.
Enter to win a free microdermal facial. Fill out entry form or drop business card. Okay. All you do is you're going to tape this in here in your little jar, and you have some little entry forms, and you tie an ink pen around it with a ribbon, and you ask your friend, can you put this in her shop? I will tell y'all this. I have a friend that lives, I can't remember what town you live in, Antoinette. Deborah Wallace is a sales director in, I don't think San Antonio, is somewhere else. I don't know her address, her city. 2 months ago, she put out, I think Deborah probably has 5 of these lead jars out. She has held 30 facials every single month, if not parties, from these lead jars. Okay. She has gold medaled every month, which means she has gotten in July 5 new recruits, August 5 new recruits, and she will wrap up 5 new recruits in September from lead jars. Okay.
Wow.
All the little form says is their name, their phone number. If they have a Mary Kay consultant, because we don't want to take somebody's customer, and when's the best time to call them. And not every single person says yes, but obviously a lot of them have said yes. And so I will text y'all this. Deborah texted it to me, and I just got it on my computer. I saved it and I printed it, and I've got to get this out tomorrow. One of the girls that's going to let me put it in her place is a barber. She's a bar anyway. She's a barber. She has mostly men in there, but you know what? They have wives, and so she's
And they
got my
may want
business.
they may
Yeah.
want some products.
Well, they might. I did put the book in there, and I turned it to the men's page because it's got they have 3 products in there that they can use. But what I'm saying, y'all, is if you really want this to work and you feel like sometimes, I'm just going to be honest, I'm going to call all of us out. There is no way I've texted every single person I know I haven't in my even 34 years and said, I would love to show you Mary Kay. I mean, I have not asked them. I've not asked all my friends on Facebook, but you know what? I hadn't done this yet either. And I'm going to do this. And it's not that I'm not saying y'all don't have anybody to call or contact or that we're out of names, but y'all, this is just another name, another way to get names. Kristen Sharp, National Sales Director, she does lead jars. She has 10 of them out. She checks them every one day a week, regardless. It's on her date book every Friday. I'm not saying that's what day she goes. Say she picks Fridays. Every Friday she goes and gets all the leads out of her lead jars, leaves them empty. If it's a place where there's been none, guess what? She moves it. So what are some places you can think of that would be a good place to leave a lead jar that maybe you do business with?
Well, this is a consignment shop.
Okay, well, that's
And
fine.
she's got ladies coming in and out. She's got
Does she own it?
antiques, you know, and
Does
there's
she own the consignment shop?
huh?
Does she own it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, that'd be who you ask. You always ask the boss.
Right.
So her, a hair place, a coffee
I
shop.
could put it at my hair place that I hadn't
Yep,
been to in a while.
yep, yep. Hair salon, nail salon. Most of the time, if you think about it, it's smaller owned businesses like mom and pop places, like Starbucks, definitely not. But somebody that owns their own coffee shop, somebody that owns their own little restaurant, somebody that owns their own clothing store. And one of the things that Deborah said, she used to do boxes. They were facial boxes. Okay. The owners of the place, even though she was friends with them or whatever, she'd come back and the boxes wouldn't be there. She's like, where'd my boxes go? Well, nobody knows. This is glass. She said for some reason they will not move the glass container. And so I'm just telling you, Dollar Tree did have one that it was more slender, like a cylinder. I was just trying to get something that was shorter, just and really not to take up as much space. But
Mhm.
you know what? If you have a goal in Mary Kay, regardless if it's natural, it's going to be you need some extra income, but then it can go further than that. Like if you want to earn a car with Mary Kay, but let's just be proactive and start calling and texting these people that we haven't been in contact with, or maybe we contacted them and they said no. The same national that I was telling y'all about that shared the story about the lady that said no one has been that nice to me and I hadn't felt that good in 3 years. She refused the Mary Kay opportunity 19 times. 19 times she said no. But she did support her consultant. She would go to, if she had a product preview, like right now, we've got all the fall line. You could invite people over to test it. She would support that. And she finally realized one day, why can't this be me? She finally realized it. And she signed up and she said it has been the best thing that she's ever done. She's one of the ones that Cleta was talking about that's got that prayer group together, Kathy. And she and her husband, I don't know if her husband's a minister, but he did the prayer, the sermon basically for us when we were at seminar. So, anyway, I just want y'all to know that Mary Kay is a fabulous company. Like I said, we do have the products that we sell and we do offer women to join our team, but it is a godly company all the way to Mary Kay's grandson and great granddaughter and our staff members. They pray together. So y'all are in good hands. You just trust the process. I mean, really, it's a great company. And they really do have our backs. And like Cleta was saying a while ago about people, our customers and sometimes consultants too, we get a little irate when they just change. We can't, the customers that use Mary Kay, we can't let them get stagnated, so to speak. And then if there's a product that's discontinued, it's because of low sales. So we can't get all upset about that. We just need to be thankful that we have a team in Dallas that is constantly inventing things for us and constantly giving us something new. So anyway, well, y'all have a great week. We've got a lot to do this week. I'm going to pray for y'all. Y'all pray for the unit. If there's any idea you wake up with, not in the middle of the night, not before 6, but y'all let me know, because, I believe that when you have an idea and I have an idea, we have two. But if you don't tell me yours and I don't tell you mine, we have one. So if y'all have a great idea, something good happens, y'all say it on our Facebook group. People love to get recognized and hear thank yous. And so I will say that about our unit. If y'all go to our unit page, people are always saying, congratulations, you did a great job. Welcome to the unit. And so we do have a great unit, but just know that anytime y'all want to say something and cheer somebody on, just go ahead and do it. So anyway, Kathy, is there anything else you want to say before we go?
I've just got to, I know I was in it before, and
Right, that's all right.
I really didn't try. I was kind of pumped up and then I wasn't, but I was going through a lot of stuff too.
That's right.
But anyway, and this time I'm pumped up and I'm ready to go. I've got to do a schedule as to when I do Facebook, when I do, and
That's
it'll flip
right.
over to Instagram and blah, 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 and Zoom meetings and
Just write it
stuff.
down.
Yeah.
Look, I promise y'all, I have everything written down in my date book, because like today, I have a customer I had to check with. I had another customer. I had a shelter to check with. I had to call a printing company. My meeting tonight, Boss Babe. If I don't have it down, I forget.
I do too.
Tomorrow, I have an appointment with a customer. I've got a facial. I've got a reorder. I got 2 reorders to deliver. If I don't have it written down, I'll think about it tomorrow afternoon. So I have to have a schedule too. So anyway, well, y'all, if you want to, Cleta does Boss Babe at right now, and it's on that other phone number, Kathy, that you were just on. Well, not phone number, but Zoom number. So if you want to jump off. Antoinette, thank you, dear. And we
Thank
love to
you.
see you every week.